Today, I'm announcing a plan to refill the Strategic Petroleum Oil Reserve in the years ahead at a profit for taxpayers.
A profit for taxpayers? How does that work? I'm going to explain that in a second. But first, you probably heard the president announce some new actions to try and stabilize the oil market today. Whether it actually brings down gas prices significantly is definitely up for debate. And before I get into this plan to buy oil for a taxpayer profit, you should know the president announced the release of 15 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve for the month of December. This is important. This is not new oil being released. This is part of the original 180 million barrels that were already set to be released. But what's interesting is today the president also said this.
We're calling it a ready and release plan. This allows us to move quickly to prevent oil price spikes and respond to international events.
That ready and release plan basically says this White House isn't afraid to keep releasing oil from the SPR in the future if it's needed. The president said the Strategic Petroleum Reserve is more than half full with more than 400 million barrels of oil left in it. The fact is, since 2007, the SPR has averaged about 700 million barrels of oil, and right now it is at the lowest level we've seen in 15 years. Now to this oil profit plan. The president said oil companies haven't been investing in American oil production because he says they don't feel like that investment will pay off for them in the long run for a whole host of reasons. So today, Biden said if they step up production, he will commit to purchasing that oil to refill the Strategic Petroleum Reserve when oil prices come back down to around $70 a barrel. He says that's a good price for companies to make some money, but also would be profitable for taxpayers. And here's the White House logic. Right now, oil being released from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve is being sold on the oil market to boost supply. All of these barrels have been selling for like $90 a barrel and in some cases more. But if the government buys the replacement oil in the future at $70 a barrel, that's less, aka a profit. The White House says this will also create certainty for those oil companies that their oil products will be purchased even if consumer demand at that time is low. Now, this is the White House's logic. It's not my logic, it is not my plan, and it is unclear if the president's commitment would be even enough to get American oil companies to increase their production. It's also important to know that some in the oil industry say continuous tapping of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve is actually artificially keeping oil prices down. And when those reserve releases stop, those oil prices may spike right back up.